Now, we've reached the halfway point in the ceremony, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to welcome, fresh from her extended tour, The Kardashians Made Me Do It, a satire on ISIS, Shazia Mirza.
Hello, everybody. Hi. I'm not going to stay here long. I'm being deported in 20 minutes. Because apparently, according to the man in the blue tracksuit coming out of Pound Stretcher last week, I have to go back to where I came from, which is Birmingham. But they voted out, so I'm fucked. I'm not afraid of all the mosques being built on every corner. I'm more afraid of all the Poundlands. A mecca for racists to gather while browsing for out-of-date biscuits and Vaseline. Keep up, keep up. It's very nice to be here, though, because, you know, these days, all we hear now all over the world is integrate, integrate, and then we'll accept you. But that's what people have come over here to be a part of. They love being British. Like my dad, he's called Mohammed, but he abbreviates it to Bob. And they all did that in the 60s. Like my Uncle Salim has got a 6-foot beard, prayed 5 times a day, let his wife out on a Tuesday. And he was called Jasper. But it's nice to be here, because, you know, these days, as a Muslim woman, you get awards just for leaving the house. It's the liberal left going, oh, my God, she's out of the house and she's speaking. Oh, it's amazing, it's amazing. Let's give her an award to make ourselves feel better. That way we retain our power whilst looking charitable. Oh, look, there's a girl on a bus in a headscarf. Oh, she's so brave. Is it Malala? I've won a lot of awards in my time, none of them for comedy. I've won Muslim Woman of the Year, Asian Woman of the Year. Recently, I was nominated as just Muslim of the Year. I'm waiting to get Muslim Man of the Year to complete the set. That's not really a hard award to win, really, is it, considering how badly my lot behave? So I've been nominated alongside Jimmy Savile and Rose West. And then you wonder why we don't drink. Thank God we don't drink. Imagine the damage we'd do if we did drink. A fundamentalist after 8 pints of Stella. Less wife beater, more wife beheader. Wrong gig. I won Asian Woman of the Year a few years back. I turned up to the interview, and the judges were these 2 white, upper-class journalists from The Telegraph. And the first question they said to me was, could you tell me how, as an Asian woman, you have struggled in comedy? If only they could see me here tonight. I mean, I said, look, I've struggled the same as all my other comedian friends. And the female judge said, yes, but as an Asian woman, you must have struggled in ways that a white female comedian hasn't. I said, no, actually, I'm both ethnic and a woman, which gives me double the chances of being booked on a BBC panel show. And then she said, well, could you tell me about the death threats you've received? I mean, that must have been terrible. How did you feel? I said, it's okay. My dad stopped doing that now. And then she said, well, could you tell me which women you admire? I said, look, I admire women who've achieved things because they're good at what they do and not because of the colour of their skin. You know, people like Angela Merkel, Joan Rivers, Bruce Jenner. The phone went silent and they both got really frosty with me because I wasn't giving them the answers that they wanted to hear. I wasn't reinforcing the stereotypes that they had of Asian women and that they were comfortable with. They couldn't understand why I wasn't enthusiastic about being crowned Asian Woman of the Year. Surely, if I wanted to become Asian Woman of the Year, I would burst into tears and tell them how I'd escaped a forced marriage in Afghanistan, to come to England to set up a charity against female genital mutilation, fled a war-torn nation to become a famous Channel 4 news reader, or an MP for Leicester. Basically, they wanted me to be Malala. They wanted me to talk about being shot on a bus. But I had to tell them, there are no snipers on the 273. I was asked recently to do this thing in Sweden, this radio show, where I was asked to write 2 minutes on a subject in a funny way and had to go live on the radio at 5:45 in the morning and read it out. And what happened is the producer was the ex-head of religion for this Swedish radio station. He'd also been the producer of Songs of Praise for over 30 years. And he asked me to write 2 minutes on hope, why hope is important. And I didn't make it about any particular religion or group of people. I made it for everybody. And I sent it in to him. And he sent me an email back. He said, Shazia, this is really good. It's really funny, but can you make it more Muslim? No, I didn't know what he meant. So I emailed him back. I said, look, I don't know what you mean. He said, well, it's a bit bland. Can you Muslim it up a bit? I said, well, I mean, I can wail it from the top of a minaret if you like. I can turn the microphone round facing Mecca and read it facing that way. How about that then? I can stick the host in a burqa. She's very fat and it's very slimming. I'm a woman and I'm reading this out. Now that's not right. How about I get my brother in to do it and I sit 5 seats behind him? How about that then? He said to me, oh my God, I hope you're not offended. I wasn't offended, but I did think, would he have said, can you Jew it up a bit? Would he have said that? No, he wouldn't have said that because he would have lost his job. Because we all know who's running everything. Would he have said, can you Catholic it up a bit? You know, maybe fondle a child whilst reading it out. Would he have said that? No, he wouldn't have said that. Now, here's the mistake that I made, or that you might make. I thought that he just wanted me to be more of a professional ethnic minority. You know, and actually that's not what he wanted. He wanted me to represent my lot, because I own them. It is always white middle-class Guardian readers that want me to represent my lot. It is never my lot that want me to represent my lot. Because my lot just want me to shut the fuck up, get off the stage and get married. And I said to my producer, you know, I don't like to bang on about religion too much these days. I think it's very divisive. Isn't it more important to talk about the spiritual aspects of religion that can bring us all together? And he said, yes, I totally understand. I've been trying to keep the religion out of songs of praise for the past 30 years. I thought, well, you haven't done a very good job of it, mate. Not unless I misunderstood the lyrics to Come All Ye Faithful. And it's actually an anthem for porn stars. There is a battle between the left and the right. The right-wing press, they really like me because I'm saying all the things that they want to say but can't because of political correctness. And the left think I should be keeping these things to myself. They think I should be talking about diversity, inclusion, equal opportunities, animal rights, and gluten-free diets. The right like me for all the wrong reasons, and the left want to silence me. It's like being in a relationship with O.J. Simpson. The thing is, when one of us does crop up, like a white man wins a baking competition, and he is a great baker. A Muslim woman in a headscarf wins a baking competition, and she's fucking Nelson Mandela. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Mahatma Gandhi, she baked a cake. Just give her the Nobel Pastry Prize and be done with it. But then one journalist from the Daily Mail came out and said, you know, well, she is brilliant because she did more for race relations in Britain than any government in the past century. It was lemon drizzle. And people assume, you know, because of the way she looks, you know, I mean, my mother, she wears the burqa. I mean, mainly because she doesn't want to be seen with my dad. But these women are not oppressed. They're not oppressed. All the women in my family, they all wear the burqa, and it's great, because they all use the same bus pass. And we've saved a lot of money. My brothers, they've started to use my mother's pass now as well. Thank you very much. Thank you.